Breaking news, Justin Baldoni just got a big win, meaning Blake Lively got a big loss. I mean, is it not a little hypocritical? Is this a bad look of her if she's trying to tell the courts that we should stop talking about this in public? Wayfair object to the fact that even as modified, the subpoena continues to cover call text logs revealing the phone numbers for anyone with whom Wayfair parties and others individuals communicated.
If they didn't do that, they went a scattershot approach, which is always likely to fail.
Blake Lively is caught in old footage revealing that, yes, her secret plan is to always take control of the movies and lie to the directors to get it.
It was a really strange position to be in because I felt like I don't want to just be an actor. I want to have more authorship. I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say. But I also knew that that wasn't fulfilling for me.
Hollywood once adored Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Power couple goals, box office gold, untouchable charm. But suddenly, the fairy tale seems to be crumbling. A headline-grabbing court case, a stunning legal defeat, and now whispers of career implosion are swirling around them. How did these darlings of the silver screen find themselves facing such a dramatic downfall? This is the story of ambition, control, and a courtroom battle that exposed the not-so-glamorous side of Hollywood's elite.
That I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character. And sometimes I had directors or producers or writers who would welcome that and invite that once they saw that I was able to offer that. And sometimes I would have people who really resented that because they were like, we just hired you to be an actor. Yet when I went in the meetings, I would just seem like I'm just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. So I think that for them, sometimes that might have felt like a rug pull.
The entertainment industry is still reeling from Justin Baldoni's courtroom victory. It wasn't just a minor legal skirmish, it was a seismic event that sent shockwaves through the carefully constructed image of Blake Lively. At the heart of the case, accusations that Lively attempted a hostile takeover of the film It Ends With Us, a project she was supposed to star in, not control. Baldoni, the director, claimed Lively hijacked his vision, rewriting scenes, sidelining his team, and even staging an unauthorized screening. What was once a passion project devolved into a legal and PR nightmare, leaving Lively, once the internet's sweetheart, facing a barrage of negative press and public backlash.
What really happened is we were like, we're going to show the movie, and the studio was like, no, you're going to show 20 minutes. So we're like, no, we're going to show the movie. And they're like, it's not done. And I was like, it's true. They're like, if everything's not perfect and it's not done, and what if we're going to change things? I was like,
we want it to go
I literally brought the movie with me on the airplane. I have a folder with a disc, a hard drive.
They want an actress, they hire an actress, they pay you to be an actress. That's your job. But then you do exactly what Justin's accusing you of.
Adding fuel to the fire, old footage resurfaced, painting a revealing picture of Lively's behind-the-scenes ambitions. In her own words, she admitted to a secret plan, always aiming to take control of movies, and even lie to directors to get her way. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled, she confessed in an unearthed interview. This wasn't just about creative input, it was about a calculated strategy to wrestle power, a stark contrast to the image of the easygoing actress the public had come to adore. This unearthed confession became a key piece of evidence in Baldoni's case, exposing a side of Lively that studios and fans alike were now forced to confront.
That she thinks this is okay and proudly displaying us. We're women, so we can just lie and cheat and steal our way into control these big movies. I mean, how disturbing is this to you?
Jennifer Abel was initially working for Stephanie Jones PR, and their client was Wayfarer Studios, Justin Baldoni. And then at the end, at some point in August, she then wanted to start her own firm and she left.
Breaking news, Justin Baldoni just got a big win, meaning Blake Lively got a big loss. She's on Saturday Night Live with Ryan making jokes, hitting back. I mean, is it not a little hypocritical? Is this a bad look of her if she's trying to tell the courts that we should stop talking about this in public?
Baldoni's lawsuit detailed a series of alleged power plays that painted Lively as far from a collaborative actress. Reports flooded in, alleging she rewrote entire scenes, not just tweaked lines. Costume designs were reportedly changed on her whim. The original editor, axed and replaced by Lively's own choice. She even assembled her own squad. including a composer and wardrobe designer, effectively sidelining the professionals Baldoni had hired. This wasn't just an actress offering her 2 cents, the video narrator emphasizes. It was a calculated attempt to take over the film's creative direction. The studio, Wayfair, was left in damage control, facing an actress who seemed determined to rewrite the rules of Hollywood productions.
The judge makes a point of like, well, then why do you need 2 years worth? In her own suit, she alleges this campaign started in August. So why the reach for 2.5 years? Was nice to see the judge really sort of acknowledge that negative media campaign against her. But according to Lively's complaint, the negative campaign did not begin until August 2024. As they point out, the beginning of the plan to destroy reputation.
He assigned guilt to men, and it's sickening. It's sickening. And as a thinking person, we should have waited for the facts. Like, Justin has already been fired from so many things.
Lively's legal countermoves only seem to dig her deeper. Her team's attempt to silence Baldoni's lawyer with a gag order? Denied. Her effort to avoid a deposition, sidestepping tough questions under oath? Rejected. And her request to limit what Baldoni's attorney could disclose about the case? Also shot down. Each legal maneuver backfired spectacularly, handing Baldoni's team ammunition and control of the narrative. Worse still, her attempts to spin the story in her favor seemed to implode. Insiders suggest Lively's camp leaked information to the New York Times, aiming to paint Baldoni and Wayfair Studios in a negative light. But this alleged PR strategy spectacularly backfired, exposing her tactics and further damaging her credibility in the eyes of the court and the public.
Are her lawyers dumb? Like, what's happening? Why do they keep making these mistakes and fumbling the ball like this?
And sometimes you get a judge who says, I'm going to let you cast a very wide net. Never as wide as they ask for, which is everybody, but they're going to let you cast a wide net. So I think they were hoping that maybe this judge was going to be somebody who would give them broad latitude.
She seems like a rather shitty person. There was absolutely no harassment. Those are made up claims. She wrested his movie away from him and decided to try to hurt him with petty, made up, out of context complaints.
Adding another layer of intrigue, the controversy began to pull in Ryan Reynolds. Whispers started circulating about his possible involvement, with some fans theorizing jealousy as a key motive. The focus? A seemingly innocuous dance scene between Lively and Baldoni in It Ends With Us. Eagle-eyed viewers noticed striking similarities between this scene and the iconic dance from Green Lantern, the movie where Lively and Reynolds first fell in love. Was Reynolds uncomfortable with the on-screen chemistry? Did he see echoes of his own romantic beginnings in their performance? The theory, however far-fetched, gained traction online, suggesting Reynolds might have played a behind-the-scenes role in escalating the conflict, potentially to protect his wife, or perhaps even his own ego. This speculation cast a shadow over Reynolds' previously unblemished public image, suggesting a darker side to Hollywood's charming funny man.
She and her husband are bullies, and now it's resulted in vicious cross litigations against both of them. The New York Times is being sued for defamation by Baldoni. She has started a fight she cannot win. She does appear like an Amber Heard to me. I have yet to see one of her complaints borne out. In fact, all of the ones I've seen have been undermined by his hardcore proof in text messaging and so on that puts a totally different light on her horrific allegations. Blake Lively may have a history of not being upfront when she gets cast in a movie.
The repercussions for Lively's career have been swift and brutal. Industry insiders are now reportedly wary of working with her. Projects are being quietly shelved. Netflix, once considering her for a lead role, allegedly scrapped the idea after the lawsuit headlines. Even Wayfair Studios, once Baldoni's partner, seemed to distance themselves from him amidst the scandal, highlighting the toxic nature of Hollywood fallouts. Now, all eyes are on Lively's next film, slated for summer 2025. It's no longer just a movie release. It's become a high-stakes referendum on her career. Will audiences still flock to see her? Or has the scandal irrevocably damaged her box office appeal? The film's performance could be the ultimate nail in the coffin, determining whether Hollywood will offer her a second chance or permanently blacklist her.
And she finally bumped into someone who was weak enough and not famous enough to stop her, right? This Justin Baldoni, most people had never even heard of him. He'd been in like one series. He certainly wasn't at Ryan Reynolds level fame, never mind Blake Lively.
Yesterday, Justin Baldoni's attorneys got back regarding that filing, and they basically called them out, as they always do, given how actively the Lively parties have publicized and litigated Ms. Lively's claims in the media. We are surprised to now learn how vehemently she wants to prevent the public from accessing material and relevant evidence.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds once reigned supreme in Hollywood. Now, they're navigating a storm of their own making. Ambition, unchecked power, and alleged manipulation have led to a very public unraveling. The courtroom defeats, the PR backfires, and the industry's cold shoulder paint a stark picture of their current reality. Hollywood is a fickle beast, quick to build up and just as quick to tear down. As the dust settles, the question remains: can Lively and Reynolds weather this storm? Or is this the beginning of the end for their reign as Hollywood royalty? Only time, and perhaps the box office, will tell.